Hello and welcome everybody. Come on in, sit down, make yourself comfortable. I've got a few things to say. All this shit with fucking Keir Starmer. Does he really think everyone is absolutely stupid or something? He keeps saying, oh, due process was followed with the appointment of Peter Mandelson. It turns out that nobody, until the final vetting process was completed, did anybody, even the Prime Minister, was allowed to see it. So how does he know that the full vetting process was followed? He is an absolute moron. And if he really thinks that the people are going to believe what he says because he said it, he's got to be delusional. He's the most hypocritical Prime Minister in my lifetime, to be honest. He said in 2022, if Boris Johnson had misled Parliament, aka lied to Parliament, he should resign. He has misled Parliament so many times, and the latest one just adds to it. He's been asked if he's going to resign, and he just walks off and ignores people. He's absolutely ignorant. He's so big-headed, it's unreal. He's a narcissist. He's a narcissistic, psychotic retard. And I don't like using the word retard, but he is. The word retard, before he gets offended, all retard means is a person with an abnormal way of thinking. If he hasn't got an abnormal way of thinking, I don't know anybody who has. He'll say, oh, we're not going to have a grooming gang inquiry. They voted on it and they voted it down. Then because of the mass public outcry, a few months later, oh, we've decided to have a grooming gang inquiry. No, you didn't decide. You was forced to accept it. And then he goes and puts all the roadblocks in the way. Oh, we can't find a chairperson. Oh, we can't get in contact with the victims. What a load of tosh. An absolute moronic load of tosh. Then, a few months ago, he admitted in Parliament that he knew about Jeffrey Epstein and Peter Mandelson being friends, and that they carried on being friends while Jeffrey Epstein was in prison and Peter Mandelson stopped at his property. But you don't just let anybody stop at your property. That's only a trusted friend. And then he says, oh, Peter Mandelson lied to me. No, you've been lying to the people. And you think by saying, by playing the victim card, it's going to work. Sorry, it doesn't work. My grandfathers, on both sides of the family, fought in the Second World War, which is it was an orchestrated war. So they wanted my granddad to go to Burma, fight in the most horrific conditions possible, while his wife and his newborn daughter were left to fend for themselves. And then when they came back, what help did they get from the government? Absolutely nothing. They were just left to fend for themselves. While Churchill in 1946, now coming back from Burma, they didn't come back till 46. Meanwhile, Churchill was making a historic speech about the Soviet Union, about the Cold War. So they went from the hot war of Nazi Germany to the Cold War, which all that did was mean that they can have secret spy campaigns, so they can spy on anybody who they want, and they don't have to tell anybody. They have secret funds paid for by the taxpayer that we know nothing about, so they're taking our money and then using it to spy on us. Can anybody tell me that that's right? Because it isn't. My other grandfather, because he was making Spitfire wings for he was making wings and tail fins. He worked at Carriage and Wagon, which is now Bombardier in Derby. And by day, he was making Spitfire wings and tail fins, and they were being transported in the dead of night to a secret location to be assembled. Without men like that, this country would have collapsed. My great-uncle Harry, he was in the Battle of Arnhem. He parachuted out into Arnhem to basically an ambush. He saw a lot of his friends slaughtered, all because Field Marshal Montgomery thought he knew everything. So all the intelligence that he was given, he just blatantly ignored, said it wasn't true, although it was, and just went ahead with Operation Market Garden and parachuted thousands of our RAF in to fight against the Germans, to take the bridge at Arnhem, which was the third bridge, and then they would cut off Germany. And they walked into an ambush. Thousands, tens of thousands of Germans waiting for them, and a lot of them got slaughtered in the fields. And this continues on and on and on, and nothing ever happens. Why? Because people probably don't know. Well, it's about time people did know. They need to know the truth. That way people can act on it. In less than 3 weeks, there's the local council elections. Everybody needs to vote to send Starmer a warning. The Labour Party are finished. They're not wanted anymore. Get rid of them. And that, hopefully, would put Starmer in a position where he couldn't survive. He would have to resign. But who they're going to replace him with? Ed Miliband? Don't make me laugh. Wes Streeting? That wet wipe? What good's he going to do? Just follow a script from Davos, just like Keir Starmer's doing. They don't care. They don't care about the people. And it's about time the people realise that and started electing people that they know, that they can talk to, that they can trust. Anyway, enough of my ranting. I'll be in the comments section later, and I'll reply to as many comments as possible. So if you could take the time, if you've not already subscribed, please subscribe. If you like the video, then leave a like, and if you could see your way to it, leave a share. That would be much appreciated. But I guarantee one thing, big things are coming. And I'm not just saying that, it's not just an off-the-cuff remark. I'm writing at the moment The Trinity of Truth, 3 volumes, which will be released on April the 9th, 2028. The reason being, 8 months before the American general election, and I'm going to expose the left for what they really are. Then it's up to the people. Anyway, bye-bye for now, and hopefully see you in the comment section. Thank you and good night.